大家好，我是青青。今天我们继续《火焰纹章之风花雪月》的第17啊。今天是7月份的尾巴，我们呢即将课题出击了。那在此之前呢，我们先来准备一下现在持有的物品吧。黄金苹果呢是加魅力的，这些加魅力的道具呢，我们先不用啊，把它保管起来。接着我们来看一下大家目前持有的特技啊。我的话是剑术、格斗术，我们不用啊，不要格斗术，用不着。指挥、剑术都是要的。信仰暂时用不到，我们卸下。生命值加5啊，这个是需要的。我们现在生命值一共就43。小王子的话呢，移动封锁是受到伤害的敌人在战斗之后移动减1。愤怒之阵，若骑士团战力低于1/3，受到敌人攻击时必杀加50啊。这些都非常的有用，但是剑术我们就用不着了，换成这个生命值加5。杜杜，杜杜的话，它只用辅，这些枪术呀、格斗术呀什么的都用不着。菲利克斯。它是只用剑，那格斗术什么的都可以卸下了。黑魔法必杀加10。亚修，亚修它不用斧子。剑术、指挥、近距离反击，枪术也用不着。小凡，小凡的话呢，它不用辅术啊，卸下。梅赛德斯，理学信仰，生命上限加5，这些都是需要的。雅尼特呢，我们不要辅术。因古利特，剑术用不着，枪术、指挥和魔力支援。好，我们准备完成啊。战绩的话，暂时就不用改了。课题出击吧。
The goddess's rite of rebirth is finally here. Let's move ahead with our plan.
Leave it to me. Professor, are you in as well?
没问题，没什么自信，肚子有点饿了。这下面2个选项都是逗逼选项啊，没问题 ，no problem.
Narrowed down their objective, kind of. So let's show everyone that we can carry out our duties better than anyone.
We're counting on you, Professor.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you, and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
It's time.
All right. Let's stick to the plan and go hide where we can watch over the entrance to the Holy Mausoleum. If anyone suspicious enters, we'll follow them in and take them down. Got it?
要开始战斗了，这是圣墓的战斗，可以出10个，那我们现在只有9个人啊。胜利条件是击败敌将，战败条件我方全面或经过25个回合。
It is as we suspected. The enemy is within.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
西方教会兵，他们是西方教会的。
The enemy this after the casket of Saint Seros? Do they intend to steal her bones? We must defeat those enemies before they open the casket.
这群人啊，是来盗墓，他们要盗这个赛罗斯大人的遗
But
骨
look
吗？
closely at the ground. There are contraptions of some sort in place. We'll have to look closely at the enemy's weapons and advance while attacking them from the best positions possible.
他刚才提醒我们看地板啊，那地板的话就主要是这个防御地板，提升防守的地形。这个是回避地板，提升回避的地形。魔防地板，提升魔防的地形啊。我们的目标呢，就是干掉这个神秘魔道士就可以了。这里有一个死神骑士啊，我们不用管它，绕过去就可以。
Stay focused. Allow me to demonstrate.
让我证明一下我自己吧。
I'll cut through.
小王子的腿果然很短。
I'll go. I'll give it my all.
你说你一个弓箭手，腿居然这么长？命中才62。弓箭手的话呢，是这样的啊，距离越远，它的命中越低。大家都往前走一下吧。
What should I do?
Here goes.
Much appreciated.
Ready.
I'm on it. You're a big help.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands, or waste my time on weaklings.
That knight looks like he has experience. It would be foolish to challenge him recklessly.
大家有没有觉得死神骑士的声音啊，很像我们之前遇到的一个人？亚修好样的！死神骑士呢，我们不用打了，直接绕过去就可以了啊！不要占尽他身前的。不要占尽他身前的格子，那我们的话就走到这里来，绕过去啊！现在打不过死神骑士的，打赢他的话呢，我们可以获得这个暗魔法考试准考证。但是我们走青狮线的话，8个队友没有一个是要考这个暗魔法证的啊，所以的话呢，我们就不用打他了。
Next time, bring your friends.
Feng 因古利特上。
I did what I had to. I will get stronger still. Thanks.
杜杜冲上来，小凡跟上。亚修打不到人啊，往前站一站。这就是暗魔法师，他用的就是暗魔法。
You fought well.
杰拉尔特佣兵团升到5级了，哎，5级的话就是骑士团的最高级。打谁呢？打梅斯。嘿呀，我打不到人啊！休息休息。右边这3个，杜杜先过来解决掉一个。这个位置啊，感觉用计策。
Let's do it now.
非常的合适。Miss， 好吧，一点都不合适，好吗？雅尼特过来，来一个封印。西方教会兵，小凡。火山爆焰，攻击是比较高的，可惜他还剩1滴血。哦！哇，3个一起打，这个负荷有点太重了。往这里，然后菲利克斯，哎呀。往这里走呢，2个啊，这样好了。亚修过来，因古利特，给梅斯支援一下。他对我使用计策了，还是个连携计策，幸亏被我躲过。暗魔法师，小王子身手矫健。计策的话是不能够反击的。你在干什么你 ？Miss 很好，他对我使用了集团魔法，我没有中他的计策。打谁？打梅斯，又打梅斯。放过梅斯姐姐吧。哈哈，反杀了。
You're weak. Stronger, huh?
杜杜还是强啊，杜杜。
Sufficient. I suppose I've improved.
杜杜的赛罗斯佣兵团也升级了，升到了3级。我这回合应该赢了吧？我直接打死他的话，我们就胜利了。
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
Let the lesson begin. That is that. We must all do our part.
It's no use. The seal is broken. You can't... a sword.
他从人家的棺材里面掏出一把剑啊，结果被我拿到手上了。 西方教会的鸟人，戴个防毒面具，长得跟个鸟一样。看你那屌样！我好帅啊！这个剑中间有一个洞。
That sword is. I see. What a pleasant surprise.
He got away. We have no choice but to let them go for now. Professor, the way that sword is glowing. I wonder.
人都被我打死了，警察来了。
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
Will do.
塞罗斯骑士团的人啊，总是来的这么及时。MVP 果然是我，全体伙伴的干劲提升，获得了天地之剑啊，就是刚才呢西方教会兵从棺材里面掏出来的那把剑。天地之剑在青青手上就能发挥真正力量的剑。 能像蛇腹一样延伸攻击远处的敌人，蕴藏着不可思议的力量。只要青青在假日休养耐久，就会回复我。
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
虽然这些士兵他们的描述是这个西方教会兵，但是他们却说跟西方教会一点关系都没有啊。
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No! This isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait. Please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution.
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
教会的话呢，但凡是信教的人都是容不下任何一点异议的啊，那都是水火不容的，一定要跟我有相同的信仰，那么他们就被处刑了。小王子都无语了。
There you have it. It seems the assassination attempt and the attack on the Holy Mausoleum were all the work of the Western Church. As for the masked knight who led the attack, I'm afraid his whereabouts are yet unknown.
It makes no sense that the Western Church would try such a thing.
It just goes to show that the Church of Seros is not completely united. The Church is led by those here at Garrick Mach, and the Western Church doesn't have a strong voice on its governing council. I imagine the Western Church has harbored some resentment toward the Central Church for a while now.
感觉像是内斗啊！西方教会呢是中央教会的一个分支啊，但是现在呢，他不满这个中央教会的集权啊，想要反抗，结果呢被中央教会不负吹灰之力的给灭了。好像这些信教的话，之前说那个什么历史上什么天主教、什么基督教。还有什么犹太教，他们好像原来都是一个教，就是后面分出来的。反正大家都是这样啊，只坚持自己的信仰。 信仰别的呢，那你就是异教徒啊，就是要被火烧死的。西方教会是什么？
Ah, that's right. Gerald did say that you grew up outside the influence of the church. The Church of Saros is split into a few branches across Fodlan, the largest being the Central Church, which is headquartered right here at Garreg Mach. The Western Church lies far to the west of Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lonato held his rebellion. It's situated on the far side of the kingdom's most impressive fortress, Arian Road. I imagine the Western Church's intention was to eliminate Lady Rhea, and the Central Church's authority along with her. Naturally, the Knights will be riding out to question the Western Church's top officials. Or rather, to punish them.
When they do, Your Highness, we will likely be asked to help carry out said punishment.
Indeed. Now, I don't mean to be rude, Professor, but I must say your situation is rather unusual. For someone to grow up in Fodlan, and yet never have any contact with the Church of Saros it's hard to believe.
I wonder why the Archbishop would hire someone like that as a professor.
So, those people from the Western Church where... Lady Rhea had them killed, didn't she?
异教徒必死。
Going against the teachings of Saros like that, quite unforgivable.
Those who stray must be punished, I suppose. That said, Professor,
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
The Archbishop lives.
又出现了一个新的角色。
Faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Saros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
他提到了天地之剑的纹章是被取下了啊，就是之前动画里面，就天地之剑中间有一个洞啊，对它做了特写，就是说它的纹章是被取下了。
As expected, it would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
这边提到啊，死神骑士的话是这个戴红色面具的这个人的手下啊。
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it.
这个教导处主任啊，这个西提斯的话呢，对我们总是抱有敌意。
If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war.
这个涅梅西斯呢，就是我们在这个片头 CG 里面看到的那个老头啊。
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator.
天地之剑本来是解放王这个涅梅西斯的剑啊，没有一个人可以用，那为什么我可以用呢？
Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you?
他到底为什么把这个剑给我呢？因为我被剑选上了呀，对不对？解放王的剑1000年以来没有人可以用，但是我却可以使用。
Is that a fact? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name?
卡多利努，卡路里是来搞笑的吗？这么皮的吗？卡多利努他用的那个雷霆。
Yes, her. The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more.
天地之剑上有一个大大的洞。
I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
修道院内能前往的地方似乎增加了，试着于周末选择散步吧。OG8K 从塞罗斯教团得到了4000块钱。
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin.
这哥迪耶家不就是海王希尔凡他家吗？
Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
他为什么会被剥夺继承权呢？
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
I heard about our mission for this month. So, we are to eradicate thieves in Kingdom territory. I'm sorry for dragging you into the Kingdom's petty squabbles. This should not be your burden to bear, but my own.
不必在意，这也是工作啊。
Thank you, Professor. Hearing you say that puts my mind at ease.
Your Highness? Ah, it's been ages.
It's been a long time. 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
之前呢，我们从跟小王子的 C 级支援对话中，知道小王子是非常喜欢这个罗德利古的，他简直就把罗德利古当成了他一个新的爸爸。然后这个罗德利古呢，他是菲利克斯他爸，但是小王子呢，他跟菲利克斯的关系又不好，菲利克斯老是骂他是山猪。
Indeed, Your Highness. You've grown so much in those years. I hardly recognize you.
认识的人，这位就是罗德利古啊。
This is Rodrigue, an old friend of my father's. I believe I've mentioned him if you recall. When my father died 4 years ago, he looked after me as though I were his own son.
You flatter me, Your Highness. It was my honor to care for such a fine young man. It's nice to finally meet you, Professor. My son, Felix, has mentioned you on occasion.
What brings you to the monastery, Rodrigue? Is it the thieves plaguing the kingdom?
I'm afraid so. This is not merely a problem for House Gautier, but for everyone. The thieves have set up their headquarters in Fraldarius territory, and are mercilessly pillaging the villagers of that area. You have our full support in stopping those dastards. I thank you for your help, both of you.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation.
这边提到啊，果然嘛，就天地之剑是解放王的剑，我们为什么可以使用解放王的剑呢？肯定是跟解放王有关系啦。
The Crest of Flames. That is what you possess.
火焰纹章点题了。
Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
难道我有解放王的血脉吗？难道解放王是我的祖先吗？今天是马努艾拉的生日，马努艾拉的话，我们本周末不挖掘，就不用管它了。又到一个周日了，那我们本期就先结束在这里。哎，大量繁殖期，我们本周的话可以去钓鱼了，大量繁殖期啊。行，那我们本期就先结束在这里啦，我们下期再见吧。